Hello, greetings, fellow stationeers, and welcome. We are on Mimas doing a brutal start, and things are going kind of okay. Not super good, but yeah, we're not dead yet. So I have 20% of a cereal bar here, and only 2 there, and that's it. We're kind of okay for water because we have our little water reclamation setup out there. It's currently not running because I don't have any fuel in it, but it's sort of okay. It is working. But we do need to get food up and running. Now, I've actually roughed in some cable for a grow light. I've got 3 trays. Bottom there, there, and there. Now, I don't have any bottled water or any water in a canister or anything, so I'm just going to use regular drinking water. And did I bring in the potato seeds? Looks like I did not. Okay. Should be just outside the door. Yep, there we go. Actually, whilst I'm out here, let's go down and we'll do a quick check on the water just to make certain things are still okay. It's filling up. Okay, so we've got 6 litres in there. Not much in there. I could do with cooling that down a little more. In fact, let me just chuck this on and hopefully I won't forget about it. That should cool it down a little faster. Maybe a little too fast.
Hydration critical.
Yeah, I think, because by the time I get inside and do other stuff, I will forget about it. So, yeah, I think we will not cool that down any more rapidly. Because I don't have any form of automation on any of this yet, so it would just keep cooling until the pipes freeze. And then, I'd lose everything in the tank. This side would still be okay, but I'd rather not lose that. And as I'm down here, all right, we'll swap that out. And we'll run this for a bit. So temperature is -100. It will speed up very quickly. Oh, I should point out, I updated a mod and it re-enabled and I forgot about it and I haven't restarted the game. So that mod is the more power mod. I basically got it because it removes the 500 watt limit on solar panels, but it looks like it also affects Stirling engines. It probably affects gas generators and other stuff as well. So I'm getting a little bit more than the 8 kilowatts. For the next session, I will disable that. Okay, I'm going to also install another couple of these big radiators outside. I may expand the number of radiators inside as well. May even increase the pressure in the cooling system. Now, it could go an awful lot higher. And this needs some logic. In fact, I can probably... I thought I had more cable. I'm going mad. Okay, so won't be able to do what I was thinking of, but I'm basically going to run this cable up into the base, and that will allow me to control it remotely from up there. Right, that's probably enough of that. There's that. Swap the battery back. I was sure I had lots of cable in my hand. Oh well.
Hanger caution.
Yep. Finish that. Okay. So, what we will do, we'll plant, plant, and plant, and then we will water. Now, because these things are all interconnected, you put it in one, it should water all the others as well. Let's put that 2% in there as well. Right, so that'll keep the plants going for a while. I do need to get the grow light sorted. So I'm going to want a couple of sensors. I could actually put them in here. Right, the daylight sensor could go there, or maybe we'll put the gas sensor there. And I don't want to put anything here because I'm going to have to rejig this battery stuff. I didn't get it set up quite the way I would have liked. Actually, no, change of mind. We'll have... Am I going to want to run power up there? Probably not. We'll put the gas sensor there. And we'll have the daylight sensor there. Cable, cable, cable. Oh, there's some. Okay. So we're going to use the daylight sensor to turn the grow light on and off. And we're going to use the gas sensor to control this. Right, let me check the atmospheric composition in here. Right, so we're just over 9% CO2. Good temperature. These should be thriving. Thriving, thriving, thriving. All right, so we're going to have to manually water them for a while until I get a more permanent setup up here. Okay, now I did also make the laptop purely for space limitations. I didn't want to put the large computer in. Plus, this has a bug in it where it doesn't actually use any battery power. Grow light timer, there we go. Overwrite. So that's all that's needed. We define the light using its hash, or we define a global a global value called light that's set to the hash of the grow light. Same with the sensor. This will be a daylight sensor. We yield, we read the vertical, and because we're using a batch method, we have to say average. We just write the setting to the housing, although, to be honest, that's not needed. Let's get that out. Okay, and if the angle is less than 95, it will turn the light on. That's all there is to it. So, confirm. export. Put that in there, turn this on, it turns the grow light on. So when the angle is less than 95, like when the sun basically comes up, it will turn the grow light on. When it goes down below 95, it turns the grow light off. You can adjust how much light it has by changing that value. Now, because I have to have this turned on, it's also activated, which means I have to have that turned on as well, and I should monitor the pressure here. I want to keep the pressure in this section probably under 30 megapascals. It could be more than that. It could be like 59, but then you end up with a horrible creaking sound. Right, I am going to drop in some more oxide because it is going to pull out oxygen from the air, which is going to reduce the pressure. So I shall give it a little bit more. Also vent the tank. And I have a whole bunch of very hot CO2 in there. I just need a way of bringing it, or cooling it before I bring it in. And obviously the cooling has to be in a controlled way. Right, I don't want to go mad with the oxide because when you drop it, it does lower the temperature, and I want to make certain the potatoes continue to grow because we need food. I will also need a microwave. Right, that needs iron, and I am a little low. I did do a quick mining trip. Picked up some iron and some copper. I'm also low on steel, so let's see if I do the steel thing. Yeah, I'll need to do some more mining. I need more iron. Always need more iron. Okay, there's that, and this I think is empty now. Yes. Right, this I will need oh, that won't be enough. Just the one for the moment. Yeah, I don't know whether to do it over here or off to one side here. I think I might do it here. There, I think. Yeah, I'll have to get that wired in as well, but not super necessary. Actually, I think I can monitor the water level from this. Okay, so has 1.5 liters of liquid in there, so that should be good for quite a while. I don't know exactly how long, but I will have to keep an eye on them. And as soon as it says anything other than thriving, they can go into panic mode. Right, they can live up there. Right, I am going to need some more cable because I'll be running the data from here. How will I get it into the network? Well, probably the easy way. like so. Alright, so that will get me into there. Now, in order to access this one, obviously you can't cross the cables, but I'm thinking of adding a second battery. And if I do that, then I'll use the frame trick and actually stack them on top, in which case I can take the power cable and run it up and across, and then the data can just connect in here. That's the plan. Right, I'm down to 66 kPa. I don't really want to go too much further, but without the code in here to actually monitor the outside pressure, can't do anything. Okay, so this pressure I think is going up. What did I have that set at? 17.5. Yeah, so pressure regulator can't keep up with this. So we will need to modify the code almost immediately. There we go. Okay, so that should stop filling this up once the pressure in here gets to 30 megapascals. And this will continue to draw it down until this is at 17.5, which it is now. So this will just continue to get all the air. We're at 23, moderately well. I don't think it's temperature. Oh, I've still got 1.5 litres of water in there. So that should be okay. CO2 is fine. Temperature should be fine. Wonder if it's just because I had the thing turned off for a while and it disabled the light. Okay, we can probably leave this for a moment whilst I go out and do the diggy-diggy thing. Okay, yeah, that will do us, I think. We'll set that to drain the hot stuff. Once it gets down to a certain point, there's no real purpose to get it draining everything. It just cools things down because the gas in here does cool down. But it should warm this up, and I should be able to use some of it for generating more power. I'm almost tempted to throw a little bit of volatiles in there to burn up this bit of nitrous oxide. Now that's probably better done when there's oh, well, it does have some in there, so it will be burning some of it off, or should be. Yeah, well, it is increasing the temperature, so yeah, we'll just let that drain for a little bit. Okay, now this I'm going to take down here and burn it in the water maker. This one I think is empty. we doing here? I don't want to turn it on just yet because it will superheat this stuff. I want to see if we're actually okay for water first. So we got 6 litres in there. Still got a fair bit. I don't know why it's taking so long. Now, maybe we'll throw the radiator on for a little bit. Actually, I can turn this on because this won't go up until I turn, or the temperature in here won't go up until I turn the filter on. And I think I threw a point meter down here. Right. Let's see. That temperature's dropped quite a bit. Mind you, I have been running it through the Stirling, so yeah, that's... I should not be surprised at that. Right, so where are we? Water, water, water. 62 moles, 64. Yeah, we'll just let it burn through this entire tank and see where we are then. Okay. Yeah, do need to get better cooling on that, but the problem is as soon as the cooling gets very effective, you have to have automation ready to go. You can't sort of fiddle-faffle around with it. Well, you can, but it's a recipe for things not going too well. Okay, these I will drop down here and hopefully remember to fill them up. 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. Well, let's put a couple of them up in there. 3 of them. This should not live in there because there's nothing in it. Would not want to fall into the trap of thinking that I had made an emergency oxygen thing. Right, so we've still got 2 water bottles in here that I haven't touched, so yeah, water-wise we should be okay. I see whooshes. Where are whooshes coming from? Potato is not growing and will never fruit. It is in darkness. Oh, crap. I wonder if we can rescue it. Okay. Now this will drop the temperature, so we will apply a little bit of heat moderately well.
Hydration critical.
Okay, we may have saved it. Right. And that is almost all of my oxide. Alright, well I'm kind of okay for the bubblegum. Do need more oxide. And of course with this turned off, well that's at pressure. How much pressure we got in here? Well that's almost at pressure, so it's almost ready to shut off. Yes, we are going to need to go get more of the blue stuff. Uh-oh. Thriving, thriving, thriving. Okay. Why did that suddenly blow across? Well, I can turn off. Okay. Oh, I left that turned on, that's why. Actually, let's head over in this direction. So, GPS cartridge for the win. I must have forgotten to turn the tracker on, or the beacon. This is not good. Yeah, forgot to turn the beacon on. And we're out of juice. I could use the portable generator, but I'd rather fire this one up and get a lot more power a lot faster. Because I have no way of monitoring the battery from down here. I'll let it run until it warms up. Yes, I really want to go and check on my potatoes. Leave that there, then that way at least I can pick it up with a wall hack, should the need arise. Oh, I'm also very low on jetpack fuel. That will also need to be addressed. Alright, that'll do for the moment. Alright, so that gave us about 40. Oh! Hell. That's not good. Well, fortunately, the amount of pollutants is minimal, so thriving, thriving, thriving. Okay. How did that happen? Presence of liquid. Okay, gonna need to get some drains. Do I have any insulated pipe? No. Okay, thinkies. Liquid drain. Just one, I think. Need 2 of them. Three of them. Oh, shoot. Okay, so we'll do it this way. And and go out that way. Drain. Right, I'll take care of this now, because if I don't, I will forget. And that would not be good. That would, in fact, be the opposite of good. Yeah, well. Further embrace the ugly. Okay, so if any liquid forms in the cooling part, it will drain out there. Don't think I need to bother with one in there, because the temperatures are so high, I don't think anything would ever freeze in there. That's why another reason why my battery went flat. I left this turned on. That is a bad mistake to make with these volume pumps, because they consume a lot of power. Okay, let us review the water situation. 700 moles in there. Well, it's down to 26, so that's basically nothing. That's half a cup, I think, in real world terms. But the temperature is good, so it did boost the water content in here a little, which is good. Okay, so we will turn this back on. So that's immediately going to raise the temperature in here to silly levels. But at least the mole count will go up, and we'll begin the next batch, I guess. I was hoping to have had a more robust cooling system in place, but I really need to get the food going. Alright, we can leave that. Right, thriving towards seeding, 2 potatoes each, that's good. I will wait till they seed, because I want to keep the spuds. I'll need a fridge. I will obviously need to wire this in. At some point, we will have to call in the dreaded traders. I dislike the trading aspect of the game, but it's the only way we can get other foods. And as much as I like potatoes, I don't want to live on baked potatoes. I'd live on French fries. Don't think I'd utter a word of complaint if I had to live on French fries. But yes, we really do need to. We will need to call upon the traders. But that will be for a... Oh, because I turned it off. That's why. Alright, so we're at 24. We should be okay to drop a bunch more oxide. And if it does cool down too much, I can get a bit of heat in here. Well, actually, quite a lot of heat. That becomes very hot, but there's not much gas in it, so it doesn't take long to equalize with the room temperature. Right, 80 kPa, 20. Right, I'm going to drop another 50 and give a smidgen of heat. Now you see it gets very hot, but it cools down very, very fast. I mean, ideally, I would prefer it to be just 2 pipe sections, but it will be good. Right, so it is warming up a little. Drop another. Turn this on. Right, so that's almost at pressure, so it's not going to take that much more out of here. Now I could expand this by putting another one of these. Oh, can't place it like that next to it. That would double the capacity. So give me a lot more storage, or I could just pipe it outside using some insulated pipes and put it in a large insulated tank. Don't want to do that just yet. I mean, I don't have any oxygen filtration stuff outside yet. I think I would wait till that's there and then plumb the two things together. Alright, so this is already at pressure, there's no point having this on. Okay, that's a problem. It reached pressure and it turned it off. That's because I used on. Let's see. Yeah, it's not on. Is it mode or is it activate? Not certain. Let me see if we can find out. Mode, right. Right, so put this in, turn it on, and it should stay on, but the pressure in here should not go up. I mean, it'll go up if the temperature increases, but it shouldn't pump anything else in there. Okay, but we are there's a bit more pressure in here than I would like. I would prefer it to be around the 75 mark. But, yeah. No, I'm not going to keep the coal in here. There's no point in having it in here. Alright, so I can do some more smelting. As soon as these seed, I will pop them out, get this wired in, and yes, we are on the way to surviving properly. Right, so that's only gone down 0.02 of a litre in a day or two. So the amount of water that's in there should be good enough to keep these
Hydration critical.
these spuds should be able to go through a few, or maybe half a dozen cycles before I even have to think about adding more water. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you found something useful and of interest. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. 54 Bear out.